My wife is a traveler from another dimension. She's forbidden from forming emotional attachments with people in these smaller worlds. But she fell for me at first sight. Every time her heart fluttered for me, it was followed by the soul-tearing agony of her world's punishment. She had already endured that torture 99 times for my sake. Then, I was kidnapped and taken into cartel territory, where I was beaten and tortured daily. On the verge of breaking, I remembered the secret method Jocelyn had taught me to contact her across dimensions. But when I connected, I overheard a conversation between Jocelyn and her mentor from her own world. Jocelyn, how could you personally contact that organization and have them take Silas? Isn't he the love of your life? My wife's voice was as cold as steel. That ordeal was originally meant for the supporting character, Julian. To save him, I had no other choice. Silas is the protagonist of this world. He's protected by this world's destiny. Nothing can truly happen to him. Once this mission is complete, I can stay in this dimension forever. I'll make it up to him then. My heart shattered. As the brutes closed in on me again, I gave up the will to fight. Tisk, tisk, this one's bones are tough. Another woman's voice, dripping with sarcasm, echoed in the dank room. A searing pain shot up my left leg. The agony was so intense that a pained grunt finally escaped my lips. Oh? Decided to make a sound, have we? The first woman seemed to find this amusing. I forced my eyes open. The woman leaning over me was caked in garish makeup, her face twisted with a sick excitement. She brandished a red-hot iron rod in front of my face, then shoved it violently into my chest. Ah! I screamed. It felt like my insides were boiling, the burning sensation spreading through every nerve in my body. That's more like it. It's no fun if you don't scream, the woman cackled, satisfied. She then pressed the rod against the other side of my chest. I clenched my jaw, fighting to stay silent. I knew the more I struggled, the more they enjoyed it. All I could do was endure, praying for it to end. They'd already severed the tendons in my wrists and ankles. I was nothing but a broken toy for them to abuse. Which number is this? Have we used 8 different instruments yet? It was Jocelyn's voice, clear and crisp as always, coming through the connection. This is the 7th. Does it really have to be so exact? Her mentor asked, a hint of pity in her tone. You know Silas was the one who saved you back then. Why are you so determined to repay this debt to Julian? My eyelashes trembled. During that landslide years ago, I was the one who clawed through the rubble to dig her out. I carried her to safety before collapsing from exhaustion. When I woke up, she insisted that Julian was her savior. No matter how I tried to explain, she wouldn't believe me. It turns out, it wasn't that she didn't believe me. She was doing it on purpose. Marrying Silas already betrayed Julian's devotion to me. I don't want him to suffer through this too, Jocelyn said. If a man goes through something like this, his life is ruined. Jocelyn sighed, her voice filled with a hollow guilt. Lying on the filthy plank of wood, I laughed until tears streamed down my face. She knew this would ruin a man's life, yet she was still so heartless. She claimed to love me, but she was the one who pushed me into this hell. Did her betrayal not count? A sharp pain erupted in my abdomen. I gasped for air, but all that came out was blood. One of the men across the room yelled in panic. What's wrong with him? Is he dying? Her mentor's voice grew tense. Jocelyn, Silas is fading. Don't tell me the details. Jocelyn cut her off, her voice strained with pain. It'll hurt too much. Okay, next. Let's destroy his ability to be a man. What? Her mentor exclaimed. Don't you want children? I thought you loved kids. I'll love Silas even if he can't have children. Even if we have a sexless marriage, it has to be exactly the same. Otherwise, the events of the book will happen to Julian instead. Jocelyn's tone was unwavering, but to me, it sounded like the devil's whisper. Soon, someone brought over a pair of large